If I spent a whole year focusing on just one thing, how much could my life change? Today, I poured concrete for the bathroom area that I had closed off earlier. Since it had been sitting there for a while, a bunch of leaves had fallen inside, so I had to clean everything out before tying the rebar. I cut 11 pieces of 6mm steel wire for the knee area and just spaced them, however, less than 4 inches apart. In this corner, I need to leave space for the toilet drain. Before tiling, the center of the pipe should be 450mm, about 18 inches from the wall. I trimmed the extra rebar and set the rest back in place. Since this is such a small project, I made a simple tying hook by hand with a welding rod, knocked the coating off, sharpened one end so it wouldn't get stuck while twisting, bent it into an S shape, and boom! DIY rebar hook done. I cleaned everything one last time and tied the beam rebar. Then I used small rocks as spacers to lift the steel off the ground. Now it's ready for concrete. I covered it with plastic so nothing falls in from above. Check out my support setup underneath. I borrowed a wheelbarrow from a friend because there's a ditch behind the house and my 3-wheeler can't get through. So I built a small bridge with wood planks to roll the wheelbarrow across, secured it so it wouldn't slip, leveled the ground a bit, and gave it a test run. The concrete mixer holds 0.35 cubic meters per batch. For this bathroom, I'll need about 1.5 batches. The space is 2.22 millimeters by 1.55 meters, about 7.3 by 5 feet, sloped down 20 centimeters and 20 centimeters thick. So here's the math question. If I pour 0.52 cubic meters total, how thick will it end up? With tools, the job's way easier. If I had to move 0.52 cubic meters of concrete by hand, it would take about 40 trips, basically a real-life weighted marathon. After over an hour, I finally got the surface nice and level. Wait, almost forgot the drain. Quickly fix that. I bought a 110 millimeter pipe for the sink, which will go over there. Wastewater from the sink will drain outside instead of straight into this pit. The toilet connects here, and there's also a floor drain for the shower that leads outside. Since that water's relatively clean, it doesn't need to go into the main pit.